Good morning. Another short lure session for me today. The great thing about this type of angling, as I've said on so many occasions, is that it is simplicity in itself. The rod's already made up. All I have to do is take off the Velcro band, put it together and cast out and I'm fishing. You don't have to build up a swim, draw the fish in, because you can go to where they are, or at least you think they are. And if they aren't, you can move on to the next peg. Minimal amount of tackle as well. I've got my tripod that I'm recording on there, but apart from that, the actual gear, the rod and the reel, which is already made up, as I've said, a small unhooking mat, a landing net and a shoulder bag. Great when you want to get these type of angling sessions in. Maybe time is tight, that's true for me at the moment, but also, I must say, I do enjoy it as well. I'm certainly not fishing this way just for the sake of it. It is very convenient at the moment. It ticks all the boxes, but the one box that it ticks more than any other is, I love it. It's great when you're drawing that lure through the water and you feel the thud of the perch or other predator that takes the bait. It's a great feeling. Let's hope I get some good feelings this morning. A couple of casts in and nothing so far, but early days. You have to watch this when you're lure fishing, especially at this time of the year. You hook into a leaf. However, it's a very sensitive way of angling, and even though we're talking a tiny leaf there, you know that you've got something on when you cast out, and even if the bait sinks and takes it, you still know that things aren't right. So it's a very delicate way of fishing, and especially so when I've got that little jig head there that I so often refer to. It's 1 gram and a 2-inch rubber fish as well. Works great through the water because it's quite clear here. I can watch it coming in, and I think to myself sometimes, why don't I get a fish every cast? But as we know, that's angling for you, isn't it? A little bit of a tangle there. You ought to have to watch that as well. You also have to watch wind knots because it's quite breezy today, although I've got a sheltered spot when you're casting out, especially with braid, because that's what I've got on the reel there. Right, let's give it a few more casts and see if I can get a fish on the bank and in front of the camera this morning. It's been slow. I've had a number of chucks into the lake, but I've just struck into a perch. You can tell whether it's a perch or a pike. It's a decent one as well. Well, certainly compared to the tiny ones that I have to catch. Not a big fish at all. In fact, I thought it was slightly larger than it actually is. Nice enough though, and certainly the first one. Not a blanker this morning. This is my last cast, and it really is, because I do need to get on with it. Oh. Well, actually, this will be my last cast, because while I was saying that, the phone and the tripod parted company. No damage done though. My last cast, because I do have to get home and get changed, showered, and then get on with the rest of the day. Just that one perch in this short session. It's a fine line sometimes, isn't it? However, I'm happy to say that this morning at least I'm on the right side of the line. I break the rod down, get the line there over my thumb, put the hook over the rod ring, keep that nice and tight. Don't put too much of a bend in the rod though, just so that the line doesn't tangle. And then it's here somewhere, well, it will be in a moment, get your velcro band, thread it there, wrap it around the rod, and you're ready to go for your next session.